from the gym or the so-called akhada, pulled up some heavy lifting. Right. Other than that, I was actually giving the review of the psychopathic nature of the movie I Saw the Devil. So in this movie, there is this guy who roams around the town in a school minivan. Okay, it's a school minivan where what he does is picks up kids, and at night he picks up girls. At not like what you think, he picks up girls like kidnapping them, manipulating them, and then he does, what the rest. He has a secure place in the town where no one knows him. The place is not owned by anybody. He ties them down and he chops them up and throws them in the river. So there was this one time where he captured one girl who was having a flat tire on the middle of the road. Okay, I won't be doing a summary. I was giving actually review. So my point is, he helped the girl even though she did not want any help. And then what happened is that he pulled her out from the car by breaking it. He used her. He he cut her into pieces and threw it into the river. But this time, that girl was actually fiance of one of the detectives in the police force, like a higher level of agent, not actually in the police force. And that girl was the daughter of the head of police force. So you know how it goes, right? And then a proper investigation is done, but there are just suspects and police have no evidence. So the guy who lost his fiance, is actually quite enraged. He took some leaves for 2 weeks and he tries to find out. He beats up another offenders by one. He asks them, "Do you know this car? The car? Do you know this car? Do you know this car?" And he beats them up. He breaks their thing between the legs. He's enraged. Okay, he's going on a side streak. He's going on a side adventure where he's actually becoming quite not like human. Okay, he may be the devil also. Okay, you don't know that the devil is actually the villain in this movie, but the hero who is trying to find our villain is actually turning himself into a villain or a devil, just like him. Finally, one by one, he beats up other offenders, and then he comes across this guy who's our villain, and he finds this place. When he enters, he finds out that it's his parents' place, not his actual residence. Whereas the son of the devil is actually playing some football. He asks him, "Do you know where your father is?" He enters the house as an insurance guy, and their parents are enraged. Like, he hasn't come home, and we are enraged at him. Uh, Hope he dies. Like, he shouldn't, he didn't take insurance, he must be lying or something. So the son actually gave him this address. He goes there and he finds out there is blood, there is polythene, and there's this ring, the ring which his fiance was wearing after their engagement. So he knew he's the guy. He finds out there are some lockers. When he breaks into them, he finds several bras and underwears in it, that he knew that okay, that confirms his suspicion. Also, what is happening all the while is he kidnaps. The villain actually kidnaps a girl from the school. He was supposed to drop them home, but one of the girls, she slept in the van, and he took her. He took advantage of her. So all the while he was tying her up, our hero actually put a small GPS device on his van to track him. He finds the guy. He was about to engage with the girl, but then there was this knock on the door, and then they fight. Okay, he broke his arm. The villain actually got down. He was actually overconfident that okay, I will beat this guy. Who cares? But since he's an agent, he is obviously trained for such situations. He handles the combat, and then he breaks his hand and leaves him with some money. That is not supposed to happen, right? Okay, so he leaves the guy, and when the villain wakes up, he's like, "Ha, ha, this is a very bad guy. He left me some money. I don't know who he was." Although the girl took advantage of the situation and ran away to home, she might not have reported it. Who cares? And the girl was saved, right? So he goes to hospital. Hospital, right? It's a small clinic actually, where on the same day, okay, he tries to take advantage of a receptionist. Okay, and while he was about to go with her, our hero strikes again. Okay, he beats him up. There's this thing where your leg in your leg, like if you break that muscle, you cannot walk. Okay, it's just above your ankle. Okay, so he breaks it. Okay, he took a knife, inserted it, and took it out. Yeah, brutal. And then he left him again at the mercy of the receptionist or so-called nurse. He talked to the nurse. He needs to get fixed. So they put around bandage and plasters. And then he was left again in some abandoned place in a car. He gets out. He finds a taxi. He gets into it at night, and he kills again. He kills the driver, he kills another passenger. There was another psycho in the behind the taxi driver who was actually going on as a passenger. But our villain realized that okay, this guy is not right. He must have a knife or a weapon, which about to go kill him or the driver. Taxi driver was a nice guy. There was a lot of fight while they were driving. Okay, too many stabs were done. Driver did not survive, nor did the other guy, but our villain did. He dropped their bodies, tied them up in a ditch. And all the while, since our hero is tracking them with the GPS, he finds out that okay, the car must have stopped and something must have happened. When he reached there, he found the bodies. He left again. He's a police guy, he's agent guy. He did not reported anything. But since all the bodies are dropping down here and there, police are investigating where are the bodies coming from, who's killing them. But they realize is that the guy who just took off for 2 weeks of leave must be doing something. So they reach out to the head of the police, whatever the commander or whatever they call it, and he asks him, "Do you know where he is? He needs to stop." But since he lost his daughter, he doesn't have anything to say. When they actually found her, she was beheaded. Okay, and there was no other body parts were found, only her head, and he saw it. His daughter head in the river where the forensic team picked her head up. So yes, it has to be traumatizing. He's also enraged, but since he's old, he cannot do anything. But his son-in-law is doing it, so he's like, I don't know. Okay, and then all while this is happening, he enters. So what is happening is he's chasing the villain. He hurts him. He breaks his bone, one or two, one by one, and he leaves him to suffer. That all the while, since he is striking him, right? So the villain realizes this that this is a game of hunter being hunted, and is enjoying my suffering. Okay, so he goes to a store. He knows he can hear him. He punches him some painkillers trying to kill him, and he tells him while having the pills downing his throat that okay, I'm gonna kill myself. So since he knows his location, he doesn't know where the GPS is, how is he tracking him, how is he listening to his conversation. So the villain is like, okay, I'm going to die. You better save me. So our hero reaches, immediately saves him, puts him in the front of his friend who is also an agent with him. He might be his partner. And all the while they were talking, they thought he was unconscious, but he hears them talking about the GPS and the microphone. So yes, he took some pills after running away from there, and the pills were supposed to empty his stomach. So that did it. And in that movie, he picks up that device from his waste material. Yes, they showed it. Okay, so it's a nasty movie. And yeah, when that happened, and he took that pill and put it in some other guy. He also beat him up, or I don't know, killed him. Villain is on a killing spree. He's going on and on. Okay, so what the psychology of the movie is? Okay, the revenge won't get anywhere. Only pain and suffering goes. Okay, and villain does not know yet that who is this guy, but he remembers that he was wearing one ring in his hand while he was getting punched, and he remembered the girl who was wearing that, and he realizes whose the family is because it was all on the news when she died. Uh, she had one sister. The deceased had one sister, and his father was a retired policeman. He quit his job after, uh, like he was a detective. He quit the job when he find out about his daughter. So they were both at home, okay, and he calls our hero that okay, you hurt me, I'll hurt you more. Okay, you don't know pain. I will let you know what is pain. Hero realizes what is going to happen. He runs away. He calls his father-in-law's friends, who's also a detective, that okay, this guy is on a killing spree and he might hurt your friend. He tells him, I will be reaching there, but if something happens to him, I'm going to kill you. Everyone is trying to reach our head of the retired detective, but the first one who reached was the villain. Kills him. He was about to kill him, but then he took off with his other daughter. Sad. Yeah, it has a sad ending. Everyone was chasing him, but he also did that thing with his sister also. What he did with her, and our hero is traumatized now, like because of him, since he did not kill him. Okay, so all the while he was chasing him, he found this guy finally, and he tied him up in a chair where a guillotine is struck down where he kills. Wait a sec. He took the villain to his own place, found a guillotine, tied him up with a rope, and there was this rope which was tied to his mouth that if he lifts it, the guillotine will fall over, and the rope was going on with the door. Our hero called his family, the villain's father, mother, and his own son, and the hero left the place. And when their son opened the door, all the while he's shouting, "Don't open the door!" The guillotine fell over. He was beheaded. But in the end, we see that hero, after the revenge, is also crying because all of the revenge wouldn't get her his father-in-law's approval, who did not die, but his fiance, and the sister of the fiance, both died a brutal death. Revenge is not always will not lead you to peace. Although I won't say that you should let it go. No one knows. It might be a choice. But a brutal nature, a brutal nature of what? Some traumatic situation can change a man. He was a detective, he was supposed to defend people, but because of his negligence to not catch the guy, to not kill him, to only torture him again and again, led into killing of several people. While he was on the spree, while he was on the hunt, several people died. Okay.